So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
Ready. White. 29.
Direct snap. It's Murphy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might as well run him again. Fights off a defender. Just dismissing tackles. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Runs through a tackle. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. 3rd and 6 yards to go.
Ready. Hey, move.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Follows his blocks. It's Murphy. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Now, 4th down.
He did not hesitate, going for it on 4th and short from the 49. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Looking for the marker. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. Back to pass, it's Keys. Out wide left, it's Robinson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
At the 45 on his way. There he goes. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Trying to run, it's Murphy. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game. On that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. All over him immediately.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Go.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Murphy. Thrust that arm out. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Murphy. Got enough for the first down. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick give. It's Murphy. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Breaks the tackle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. He's now over 200 yards, and our stats maven CD reminds us only a couple of guys in Duck history over 5,000 for their careers, while Michael James and Royce Freeman.
Yeah, and those guys had big playability just like him. The ability to take a run, make a big play, throw to him out of the backfield, catch the football, make somebody miss. Just dynamic playmakers.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10.
Where did he go?
Out of the gun to give to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He's past the marker. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Fires to the big fella. Open field on the right. Touchdown, Ducks. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Murphy. He breaks a tackle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Shakes off the defender. Taken down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Right at the line. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Ohio State calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tough run here, it's Murphy. Can't get him to the ground. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
Down! Box! Where did he go?
Plows his way ahead. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Murphy fighting off the defender. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Ducks will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Keep it on the ground. Runs through the tackle. Crosses and runs through another guy. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Looking for room, it's Murphy. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it for us.
go. Ready. 129. 129. Ready, go. Down. Ready. Where did he go? Ready. One. Ready, go. Ready, ready. Ready, go. Ready, go, go. Down, ready. Go, go. Try to the other side, not this side. Down, ready. Go, go. Here we go, ready. Where did he go?
Welcome to the big house, Michigan State. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Murphy. Hard running there. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are... resume.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Nowhere to go.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Ready, go!
Looking for a crease, it's Murphy. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Straight ahead, it's Murphy. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Going to the ground. Powers through the defender. He's loose. Touchdown, Ducks. He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly.
They'll start this drive from the 42.
Here we go. Go, go.
Keeps it on the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Rides to the back. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Open space at the 25. There's some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Murphy. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Murphy. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end. Hope.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, 5. Brothers.
They'll move the tight end. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. From the gun, it's Murphy. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Churns into the pile. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Hits inside, it's Murphy. He's past the sticks. Across the 25, he's got room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Murphy. Plows through the defense. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's now over 2 bills from scrimmage, and this might be one of those days where he passes Jonathan Stewart, who went 250 a couple of times.
Yeah, finding him, feed him, no matter what way you can. I love the Ducks, how they get the ball to their playmakers, and then guess what? Let them do the rest. Let them make plays, run it again, run it again. This guy's having himself a day.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Murphy. Fights off a defender. Got the first down. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Ducks. He would not be denied. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Down, ready. 129, 129. Come on out here. Come get some. Go!
Looking for space. It's Murphy. Maybe some room here. Past the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Murphy. He's got the first down. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Run in the red zone, it's Murphy. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15.
Brings up second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Wide 53. Wide 80 go.
The give as they work on that clock. Runs through a tackle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Down. Ready, go.
Trying to squeak through the pile. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And we knew this offense was good, man.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line.
Here we go. Liz. Go, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Murphy. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Direct snap. It's Murphy. Shows him the stiff arm. Breaks into the open. Inside the 50. The 30. Past the 20. The 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And he punches it in the end zone, and man, oh man, has...
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a